Today has been, it's been one crazy night. But anyway, in the spirits of love and Valentine's Day, since Valentine's Day is literally, oh my god, my mind is like so mush right now because like the craziest shit happened to me on my way home. So I'm trying to like calm my nerves. I don't want to talk about it because it's gross. Anyway, ooh, my blood is boiling. So, yes, in the spirits of Valentine's Day, I want to do a Valentine's Day video because me and my beautiful co-workers started this writing exercise kind of thing, you know, just to write, and we pick a topic and we write about it any way you want, a sentence, a story, a poem, or whatever, a song, whatever. So I picked the topic, and it was falling in love with the wrong man. To all my ladies out there who know what I'm talking about. Pretty much her story was saying, you know, like, a lot of women ask for love and try to find completeness in someone else instead of trying to be complete within themselves. And that was really like, because, you know, I think that happens a lot, is when you know, you feel like you're not complete and you're like, you know what, maybe it is because I'm single. Maybe I need to find a nice man or woman, whatever way you go, woman to be with that will complete me so I won't feel so alone, and, you know, I have somebody to hang out with, things like that. And that's good and bad, because of course you need, you know, companionship, you need friends and stuff like that. But at the very end of the day, when you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you know, just because you don't want to be lonely, that's when it becomes a problem. I mainly want to talk about this kimono is so annoying. I want to wear pink to be like love, but I mainly want to talk about, she brings something up that I always think about, and, you know, I'm happy she said it, because I could think about it and people could think about this, but they also forget. And she was like that, you know, like, loving yourself is, and living life is like just climbing this ladder. And, you know, for completeness of yourself, you need to climb this ladder, you know, alone, and you're climbing it and you're getting yourself to the step that you want to be at. When you're settling, you're pretty much like going down. All that hard work it took you to get up there. You know, climbing ladder is not easy. And this ladder is like, you know, working your ass off to get your promotion, and working your ass off to save this money so you can buy a home and buy a car and buy the shoes that you saw that you wanted to get, and you working your ass off, and, you know, like, healing yourself, taking the time to heal yourself and taking the time to, you know, learn who you are. That's all in climbing that ladder, you know, all that work you're putting in. So when you find someone who's not exactly, you know, moving as fast as you, or on the same bar as you on the ladder, you tend to lower yourself down. And you climb back down, put my hand out to him so you can come up with me. And you're literally pulling him up in this weight, and, you know, he's heavy. He's heavy. And, you know, someone who's down there has, you know, everybody has their own baggage, but you get used to your own, you know, your own weight, so you can carry that. But when you start to pull somebody up with you, you're carrying their baggage too, their heavy weight, and you're pulling them up, and it's hard and it's heavy. And, you know, if they don't want to put the effort to bring themselves up on their own, you're just like taking on this burden and this weight, like, you know, like, I'm lazy, this guy is lazy, he's not gonna pull himself up with me, I have to pull myself myself, you know. That was really deep, because a lot of people settle because it always seems like, you know, we live in this big, beautiful world with billions and billions of people, and you think to yourself, like, you know, the selfish human side of us is like, there's one person out there for me, just one person, and I want to find him. And, you know, you usually find love that's, you know, is close to you, proximity, you know, all that psychological shit. Sociological, I hope I said that right. All that stuff. You know, whoever's closest to you, whoever, you know, has the same interests as you, you know, you guys gravitate towards each other, whatever. But you forget, like, people who are close to you also can be bad for you too. Like, it's not like everybody around you is so good for you, so you start to, you know, settle for everybody who's around you. And that's when things start to hit the fan. You know, always tell people, like, I always like to promote self-work, because when you take the time to be alone and to do your work in terms of you. So I will never believe anybody who says that they are healing from, let's say you're healing from, it's like saying, you know, you're healing from a past relationship, right? But you're dating somebody new. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like saying, I don't want to be alcoholic anymore. You know, I'm going to AA meetings. I'm not going to be alcoholic anymore. But you know what? Every Friday, I have me a couple glasses of wine. How does that work? Like, you can't do one thing and do the other. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's what it is. That's pretty much what it is. So you can't, you know, when someone tells me like they you know, I want to heal, or, you know, I'm trying to get over my ex, but I have a new boyfriend, but I have this new boo that's taking up a lot of my time. It doesn't work like that, because you're not focused on you. It takes a lot to admit that you need to come down and focus on yourself. It does. And it's really hard to be alone sometimes, but it is crucial. It's crucial. How can I go to someone, right, and tell them I love you if I don't even know myself to love myself? Like, I can't give you all of me, and I don't even know who all of me is. You know what I mean? And I think, and then when you start to think like, I need to give you all of me, I need to give you all my love, this is everything I have, I'm giving you everything that I have, and you're taking all this, you're draining me. You know what I mean? When you take time for yourself, and you take time to love yourself, take time to know who you are, then you don't see the need to give everything you have to someone else. Being in love with someone, real genuine love, is like two puzzle pieces just fitting together. Like, you don't take a puzzle piece when you're putting a puzzle together, right? You don't take a puzzle piece and chip away at certain sides to make it fit with another piece, to make it fit in the picture. You know that even if you have this whole puzzle done, there's one piece missing. You know that one piece is made for that spot. Where that shit at? You need to find that. I'm not gonna take another one and cut it up just to fit it there. That's what people do. That's what people do. They cut themselves up to fit to someone else, or they allow someone else to cut themselves up, you know, so they can fit together. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. It ties perfectly with this relationship that I was in not a couple years ago. You know, like, it kind of ended like half a year ago. I don't know when it ended. I'm horrible with time. But with this relationship, I was just like, I wanted him to cut himself up to fit into my life. I wanted him to be like, you know what? I love Kayla. I love her. I want to fit in her life. So I'm going to change who I am here and change who I am there just so I can fit for her. Doesn't matter if it tears me apart. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if, you know, it hurts me and I'm not who I used to be, you know? I'm going to do it. And I wanted him to do that. And I'm so glad that he was the type of person, he is the type of person still, who's like, no, never. And it's not even like, it doesn't have nothing to do with me, you know what I mean? That's just who he is. Like, that doesn't fit for me. That doesn't work for me. And for so long, I was always like, why? Like, why does he not want to do that for me? Why does he not want to? I got slapped in the face heavy recently, very recently, because you know what I did for so long? This person, the universe was speaking to me with this person. And it wasn't a type of thing where only I heard the universe speaking to me. It was like he heard too. He listened to the universe too. And he paid attention to it. And it wasn't like a thing where, I'd be like, I was thinking about you today. The universe loves us. He wasn't like, bitch, you crazy. He was like, yes, she does. Because when I'm thinking about you, you're thinking about me too. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I hit him up and he's like, that's crazy, I was thinking about you today too. I just passed your block. I just with you, like, I thought of you and you hitting me up. And it's like, you know, like, when people can see that, and every day, woo, I'm in my bag right now. Every day I am so thankful, and I feel like even more now. I am so thankful. I'm about to cry. Let me shake it out. I am so thankful that the way that me and his relationship did, and the way that me and him are right now is, you know, like, I wasn't who I was now then with him. I am a completely different person. I see, like, how much of my life I want to keep, and how much of my life I love, and how much of another person's life I love. That you can have your own life and you have all these own goals. You have this personality that's so distinct that I can look at you and I can say, this is who you are. You're giving me who you are. You know what I mean? And that's it. And I appreciate that, who you're giving me. You know what I mean? You're not in pieces standing in front of me. You standing tall. You know who you are. You're not weak in that, you know? And I'm so happy that he remained the way that he is, because if it wasn't for him, and it wasn't for, you know, my life changing the way that it did, in terms of, like, work and confidence and, you know, like, money, because money means nothing, but it also gives you the sense of, like, power. Because, you know, I used to be so tight with my money, but now I'm like, I don't care, take it. You know what I mean? Like, it just gives me, you know, that might sound bad, but that's just how I am. And, like, it just, you know, if it wasn't for all those things happening, you know, me learning all these things, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like, you know, I had a lot of, the universe was speaking to me heavy today. Very, very, like, she was just yapping her gums in my ear all day today. And I hope that, like, I don't know, maybe I'll send this to him or whatever, just so he can see. But I want to, you know, you want people to know, you know, sometimes you just forget, you know, the universe, or God, you know, I say the universe, but God, or, you know, whatever you believe in, is literally talking to you in the most subtle and magical ways that you just like, I can't miss this. You know, it's disrespect to miss this. You know what I mean? I'm hearing things in my house. It's beautiful. That's why, and it ties all the way back to the self-work, to the time to sit in yourself and say, yo, you done fucked up, girl, and you need to get it back together. You need to get it back together. And stop and say, all right, universe, what are you telling me today? What are you really saying to me today? I'm listening. I'm really listening to you. It's a very beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. So for Valentine's Day, that is what I'm promoting. Self-love and self-work. Because even if it doesn't lead to, you know, you doing the self-work this year, and next year you're like, all right, I did my self-work with my man. It might not lead to that. It really might not. And along the way, you might meet a lot of beautiful men or women. I'm sorry, whoever you love. And they might not even be the one. They might be another lesson. And you're just like, all right. And you keep building yourself up. At some point, you know, the right person will come to you. Or at some point, like me, you just say to yourself, you know what? If they don't come, that is totally fine. I am satisfied in knowing that I've loved many times over. Many different people. You know, far and close, and, you know, very hard love and very gentle love. Like, I can say, like, I've done just enough that if I don't fall in love and do the whole, like, marriage and 60 years and 70 years together, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it's a good idea, but it ends the way that it ends. It is what it is. And that was my Valentine's Day video. And I hope that you have a very peaceful and healing Valentine's Day. Whether it be by yourself, with your friends, with your lover. That is a good day. You know, every day should be a good day, but you know, in the day of love, you want to do a little bit more. So, let it be beautiful. Live life, love life, and have a very nice, loving Valentine's Day.